deadly virus has swept across the entire planet, turning most of humanity into bloodthirsty zombie-like creatures. The infected can only survive in darkness because sunlight burns their skin within seconds. In this apocalyptic wasteland, a lone survivor named Thomas Rourke drives through abandoned cities searching for something. He's been on this mission for a very long time. Thomas stops at a deserted service station looking for supplies and notices a refrigerator shaking violently. When he opens it, a zombie lunges out trying to attack him. Thomas quickly locks the creature inside the fridge and chains it to his vehicle. He drags the refrigerator outside into the bright sunlight. When he shoots the lock open, the zombie stumbles out directly into the sun's rays. Its skin immediately starts smoking and burning as the creature writhes in agony. This confirms what survivors already know. These monsters are completely vulnerable to daylight, which is why they only hunt at night. Thomas continues driving to another abandoned city, where he finds shelter for the night. Exhausted, he falls asleep and dreams about his wife. In the nightmare, his wife transforms into one of the infected and attacks him. Thomas wakes up screaming because this nightmare is based on a horrific truth. He was forced to kill his own wife after she got infected, and the guilt haunts him every single night. The next morning, Thomas wakes and begins exploring the deserted urban ruins, searching for food and useful supplies. He enters an empty building and spots a zombie standing motionless in the shadows. Thomas shoots it, but the creature doesn't react at all. When he approaches, he realizes this zombie has been dead for days. However, the gunshot echoes through the building, waking dozens of sleeping infected who immediately swarm toward him from every direction. Thomas fights his way through the horde, trying to reach sunlight. The zombies are relentless, and several almost manage to bite him before he kills them. Thomas barely escapes to the building's roof, where he catches his breath. Suddenly, he hears a vehicle approaching and looks down to see a disturbing scene. A woman sits crying in the middle of the street, holding what appears to be a baby. A group of survivors in a truck stops to help her, but armed bandits emerge from hiding. It was an elaborate trap. The bandits open fire, killing most of the rescue group. Only a young woman named Sam survives and gets captured. The bandit leader starts assaulting Sam when Thomas decides to intervene. He opens fire from the rooftop, killing the bandits one by one with precise shots. Thomas wounds the leader and demands to know about the woman with the baby. The dying bandit reveals her name is Annabelle, and she's completely insane. Her real baby died a year ago, and now she carries a plastic doll. The bandits use her as bait to trap other survivors. Thomas leaves the leader to bleed out in the street. Sam approaches Annabelle and gently explains that staying out in the open will get them killed when night falls. Annabelle agrees to come with her, and they both approach Thomas. Sam asks him for a ride to her settlement, where she lives with other survivors. She explains they have food, water, and safety in a hidden compound. If Thomas wants, he can join them. Thomas agrees, and they start driving towards Sam's location. She explains they used to live in an airplane hangar, but recently moved to a more secure prison facility. Thomas realizes the prison is quite far, and they might not make it before dark. As predicted, night falls before they arrive. The sound of their engine attracts infected from every direction, and soon hundreds of zombies chase their vehicle. Sam contacts her teammate Ethan through radio and desperately tells him to open the gates. Ethan alerts the other survivors, who rush to the entrance with weapons ready. Thomas stops the car and tells Sam and Annabelle to run inside while he provides covering fire, but there are too many infected, so Sam's team joins the fight. Together they battle the massive horde, but the numbers are overwhelming. During the chaos, Thomas spots a larger zombie that's clearly different from the others. This creature moves with intelligence and purpose, unlike the mindless infected. The group retreats inside the prison and seals the gates. Once safe, Sam explains to everyone what happened. She was part of a scavenging team that got ambushed by bandits. Thomas saved her life. However, a man named Frank doesn't trust Thomas at all and accuses him of being part of the bandit group. Frank believes this is a setup to infiltrate and rob them. The other survivors start turning against Thomas based on Frank's suspicions. Sam steps forward and announces if they throw Thomas out, then she's leaving too. This calms everyone down temporarily. Sam then reveals their escape plan. She explains they need to get back to the airplane hangar where they left a working aircraft. They have a pilot named Vince who can fly them to safety. The plane can take them north to a colony where the virus hasn't spread yet. She shows everyone the hangar's location on a map. The group decides to leave first thing in the morning. Before sleeping, Frank confronts Thomas and demands he surrender his weapons or leave immediately. Thomas refuses to give up his gun. Sam intervenes again and asks Thomas to trust them for just one night. Reluctantly, he agrees and hands over his weapon. Ethan escorts Thomas to a cell and apologizes for his father's behavior. He explains that Frank is just trying to protect everyone. Ethan reveals that a few weeks ago his younger brother got infected and turned. Ever since then, Frank has been paranoid and aggressive with strangers. Ethan also mentions that their hideout isn't secret anymore because the zombies found them tonight. They need to escape tomorrow. Thomas tells Ethan he saw a strange zombie outside that was different from the rest. Ethan explains that was an alpha. Alphas are more intelligent and powerful than regular infected. They can somehow control the others like a hive mind. Thomas admits he's encountered alphas before. Ethan asks more questions, but Thomas goes silent and tries to sleep. Every night, Thomas dreams about his wife, but the dreams have become nightmares where she transforms and attacks him. The worst part is these nightmares are based on the truth. Thomas was forced to kill his infected wife with his own hands, and the guilt destroys him every night. He wakes up to find Sam sitting outside his cell. She apologizes for everything he had to endure because of her. They start talking and Sam mentions her fiancé was Ethan's younger brother who got infected. She says before the virus her life was perfect and they were planning to get married. Sam believes the northern colony offers a chance to start over, but Thomas warns her that nowhere on Earth is truly safe from the infected. Sam notices a tattoo of Thomas's wife on his arm and asks about her. Thomas struggles to speak and finally admits he had to kill her himself after she got infected. The pain in his voice makes Sam realize why he's so broken inside. Suddenly, Ethan notices on security cameras that someone or something has broken the exterior cameras. Everyone realizes they're in serious danger. A guard hears strange noises at the gate and investigates. A massive zombie over 6 feet tall appears and kills him. Hidden infected pour into the compound from multiple entry points. Thomas picks his cell lock and frees himself. The survivors barricade themselves and the children in a large secure cell. A powerful zombie starts breaking through the reinforced door. Just before it gets inside, Thomas arrives and shoots it. The group works together to kill all the infected that breach their defenses. During the fight, one man gets bitten and begs for his life, but they have no choice except to shoot him before he transforms. Morning arrives and the survivors try to open the garage door to escape, but it won't budge no matter how hard they push. Someone has blocked it from the outside. They're forced to use the main entrance instead. When they step outside, everyone is shocked to see the road completely blocked by wrecked vehicles. They immediately understand this was planned by the intelligent alpha. The group returns inside to make a new plan. Frank suggests finding vehicles in the city to reach the airplane hangar. Thomas asks where the alpha and its horde hide during daylight. Frank explains they've occupied the basement of the King Hotel for months. Thomas proposes a bold plan. Instead of running, they should attack the hotel and kill the alpha. If they eliminate the leader, the other zombies will fight each other for dominance. This would buy them precious time to escape. Ethan agrees, but Frank warns that nobody who entered that hotel has ever returned alive. Even if they kill this alpha, another one will eventually take its place. But many survivors volunteer to join Thomas because the alpha's horde has taken their loved ones. Sam takes a separate team to find working vehicles while Thomas prepares for the hotel raid. Thomas and his strike team enter the King Hotel, carefully checking every room as they descend toward the basement. When they finally reach the lower level, everyone freezes in horror. The alpha and hundreds of infected sleep in the darkness like a massive colony. A team member named Peter volunteers to plant a bomb in the center of the horde. He carefully navigates between the sleeping zombies, but the alpha is far more clever than they anticipated. It attacks Peter from behind and the noise wakes every infected in the basement. The entire strike team scatters as zombies pour toward them from all directions. A man named Chris gets separated and trapped in a dark corridor. Dozens of infected attack him, and though he kills many of them, he gets bitten multiple times. Knowing he's doomed, Chris detonates a grenade, taking himself and the surrounding zombies out. Thomas and Ethan fight their way toward the roof, hoping to use sunlight as a weapon. They kill infected all along the way and barely make it outside. From the rooftop, Thomas sees the alpha inside the building controlling the zombie horde, but it won't come into the sunlight. Ethan panics, realizing they forgot the rappelling rope. Thomas contacts Max through radio and asks him to bring the rope to the roof. Max reports he's surrounded and can't make it. Thomas volunteers to distract the zombies while Ethan retrieves the rope from Max's location. When Ethan finds Max, the man has already turned into a zombie and attacks him. Thomas arrives just in time and saves Ethan. They return to the roof, but Ethan notices a bite mark on his hand. Max infected him during the struggle. Thomas watches helplessly as Ethan begins transforming. He has no choice but to shoot his friend before the change completes. The mission has failed. The alpha is still alive and storm clouds are blocking the sun, making it darker. Thomas rappels down from the hotel and runs for his life as infected chase him through the streets. Meanwhile, Sam's team has only found 2 vehicles, but there are more survivors than seats. The selfish pilot suggests to another survivor that they should take the plane and leave everyone behind, but the person refuses this betrayal. Another team member arrives with a large bus, giving everyone hope they'll all make it. Thomas appears running at full speed with the entire zombie horde chasing him. The group opens fire on the infected, trying to cover Thomas. But without sunlight, the zombies are far more powerful even during daytime. Everyone retreats back to the prison with zombies flooding in behind them. They hide and barricade themselves. Outside, one survivor panics and tries to escape alone in a vehicle. The engine noise attracts zombies who surround him from all sides. Realizing he's doomed, he shoots himself before the infected can reach him. Inside, the prison survivors are running out of ammunition as zombies overwhelm their positions. A married couple tries to hold a defensive position, but the wife gets grabbed and bitten. Her devastated husband gives up and lets the zombies take him. Frank climbs to the prison rooftop and starts providing sniper cover for the survivors below. He shoots zombies with precision, trying to buy time, but the alpha zombie itself appears and climbs up to the roof. The creature kills Frank in brutal fashion before turning its attention to the other survivors. The alpha confronts Thomas with its entire army backing it up. At the alpha's command, the zombie horde attacks Thomas all at once. He fights with everything he has, killing infected left and right. Finally, Thomas faces the alpha one-on-one, and the creature is incredibly strong. It beats Thomas severely and chases him to the rooftop. When the alpha attacks, Thomas dodges and pushes it into direct sunlight. The creature's skin immediately starts burning and smoking. Thomas watches as the alpha dies, screaming in agony. Looking down from the roof, Thomas sees the remaining survivors climbing into the bus. About half the zombie horde died in the sunlight with their alpha, while the rest fled to find darkness. Sam calls up to Thomas and asks him to come north with them to start a new life, but Thomas refuses. He explains he was alone when they met and there are still infected out there that need to be stopped. He says goodbye to Sam and the other survivors. As they drive away toward the airplane hangar, Thomas prepares to continue his solitary mission, hunting the infected across the wasteland. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can watch more videos like this. Thanks for watching.